Good morning, everybody. Hope you can hear me. If you signed on and can hear me, give me a thumbs up. Maybe that it's really low. Signed on and can hear me, give me a thumbs up. Maybe that it's really low. So, never a dull moment going online, but we had a few technical difficulties this morning, so I'm using a different platform, or not platform, I guess, a different device to bring you the live class today. And I hope that it all works out. I just want to say ahead of time, if you're finding problems with this class, please feel free to pick another class on the platform to make sure that you get your 30-day yoga practice in if you're with us on this 30-day challenge for day 5. Hi, guys. I'm going to cut and paste the Spotify playlist on here. So there's a little playlist that's going to keep us some company. Oops. It's such a nice playlist, and I had so many plans for today, so hopefully it all works out. We're going to get started in 2 minutes, so I'm going to start just a little bit late because of some of the technical stuff. Make sure that people can find us and that I'm all set up properly, so sorry about that. We're practicing today a Modo practice. It's a hatha-based practice. It's super accessible most of the time. That's to say that it's still very challenging, but it's a pretty special series in that I think it really addresses the complete body and the complete performance in a way of the body partnered with the breath in a yoga practice. So we'll hold some of the poses static for a little longer than you would in a flow. But we'll also have a little bit of a flow here and there, and we'll get deep into the body. We're going to start, like I said, in just about another minute of time. And again, the playlist today is on my Spotify. It's today's date, Saturday, December 5th. And I'll let you know when you can hit play and get started with that. I'm just going to make sure I can hear everything, get a sense of what it sounds like. And you'll need one block for practice today, guys. So if you want to grab that, that's great to have, unless you like to use the 2-block method for your downward dog. If you're all ready to go, you can definitely get in Shavasana to start. Feet wide, a little bit of breathing space at the armpits. And palms face up because we want that external rotation, guys. That external kind of opening to the heart center. And I'll just give it one more minute. One more minute. All right, we're going to get started, guys. So if you could just bring your arms overhead if you're on your back body and just reach through the fingers and have a stretch. Breathe in. Point your toes here and then soften as you breathe out. And do that one more time. Maybe really pull a lot of length on your back body. Breathe in. Reach, reach, reach. And then soften out. Exhale. You can hug in your knees on your back body. You can rock a little bit side to side. And then we're going to make our way to standing. If you're going to be working with music today, you can bring your device just as you stand for a beat. Top of the mat. I'm going to stand in the middle of the mat just so that you guys can see me, and then I'll move to my top of the mat in a little bit. We're going to start with some breathing, which is the first up on the Modo sequence. I hope you guys have a great practice and enjoy. Counting down to 3, 2, 1 on the music. You can hit play. You can bring your palms to heart. And you're taking a deep breath in through the nose. And you're going to haw it out the mouth. And that's pretty much the breath for the beginning of our Modo. take an inhale here. As you hot out the mouth, hot out, interlock the hands and push the palms down. And then inhale, circle the arms forward. Your palms should feel really open here, your wrists stretching out. And then exhale, hot out. Your prayer hands come down the center of you as you keep exhaling. Interlock as you pass your chest. Push the palms down. Again, breathe in, circle forward. Feel length in the arms and a stretch open through the wrists and the fingers. And then exhale, hot out. Keep exhaling as you interlock past your heart to push the palms down so you feel a tug of the belly as you push breath out. We're going to do one more. Breathe in, circle forward. And then haw it out. Keep hawing it out. Interlock as you pass your heart. Press the breath out of the belly. Press the palms down as you exhale. Bring the hands to the hips. Inhale the left knee up. Draw the left foot to your right inner leg at thigh or calf. Bring the palms to the heart and stand up real straight through the spine. And then track your breath in and out through the nose with the same kind of intensity that you just found in that opening space that we just did, that opening bit of breath. So it's inhale through the nose like sucking water through a straw into the lower belly. And then out the nose, but with a haw sound. One more breath as you flag the left knee open and the left hip forward. One more breath out. I'm going to bring your left knee forward, inhale. And you can step down with your hands down for a stand in our mountain pose. Hands to hips, right knee up, breathe in. Exhale into tree, right foot. Palms at heart. If you want a little more action, press the palms tight. Charge up the biceps. Breathe in and out through the nose. Right knee forward, breathe in. Exhale, take a stand, palms down. From the top of your mat, inhale the arms up. Interlock the fingers, index up and over to the right. We're going into Crescent Moon, open your left side. Come up to center on an inhale. Go again to the right and go deeper this time. Hang out here with the left shoulder a little back, right shoulder forward. Square your armpits to the front of your mat. Come up to center, breathe in. Switch the grip, heels of the hand squeeze tight, go to the left. Come back up to center. We'll get deeper again. Breathe in. And then go again to the left with a little more intensity and reach. Spread open through the right side. Come back up. Inhale. Hands to heart. And then you'll put your arms down. Take a stand in mountain pose and ground through all four corners of the feet. One breath in. One breath out. Step your feet hip width distance. Look your toes straight ahead. Float your arms parallel to the floor as they come up. Breathe in. And then sit down into the heels. Feel a big time reach through your fingertips to elongate your arms and strengthen those guys. And then maybe sit a little lower with a lift up of the heart. Breathe in and out through the nose with that same intensity we started the class with. Inhale through the nose like sucking water through a straw. Out the nose with a bit of a ha sound. One more breath in and out. Stand up, breathe in, keep your arms, and then lift your heels to go into the balls of the feet. Keep your heels high, take an inhale, and if you can keep your heels high as you exhale, start to bend the legs. You might pause a little bit here and there to really push into the balls of the feet for heels high. And then wrap your ribs towards your navel and sit a little lower without dropping your heels. Come up, heels high, breathe in. Put your heels and your arms down and take a pause. Humble your chin, one breath in, one breath out. Take your feet together, swim your arms up, breathe in. Sit to chair for a beat, breathe out. In chair, you're going to bring your left leg over your right. You're going to eagle your legs, and then you'll bring your left arm underneath your right. You're sitting right into that sit, and you're lifting right up through the elbows and heart. Breathe in and out through the nose. One more breath before you let it go. As you take the arms overhead, take the left knee up to the chest and squeeze it higher. Breathe in. Keep the arms up, foot down, and sit to chair. Stay low in the chair with the wings up and right leg over the left. Take your time wrapping your arms into eagle and keep your elbows off your chest. You're going to swing your arms up on your next inhale, right knee into the chest, squeeze that right knee in. Keep your arms high as you step your feet together and sit down. Breathe in, guys, here. And then we're going to fold, tap your fingers down, forward fold. Keep your feet together and sit your bum down into space with your fingertips to the floor. And then bring your hands to your chest, sternum area, and twist to the right on an exhale. So you're getting into this low sit and twist pretty low, pretty intense, working the strength of your legs. And maybe you rotate more, right rib cage up and back, looking high to the sky for 3, 2. Come out of the sit, but stand up with your arms overhead. Create a little back bend. Breathe in. And then forward fold slow to bow everything over your legs. Heavy head. Hang here for one more breath in through the nose and one more breath out. Sit your bum down with your fingertips to the ground, low sit it, and then hands to heart in prayer. And on your exhale, twist the other way. And then, as though you're getting into the spaces in between the space, start to breathe in and out through the nose and find the nuance of being here. There aren't big gestures to this. As you come out, you untwist it, stand up, arms high, a little bit of a back bend, breathe in. And we'll forward fold one more time. Breathe out. Step your feet hip width distance so you could put 2 fists between your big toes. And then put your hands underneath your feet, toes to wrist creases, palms face up. Take 2 breaths here, in through the nose, out through the nose with that bit of ha sound. One more inhale, maybe you lift a little bit, long spine. On the exhale, bend your arms, elbows in. Let it go. Hands release out from underneath the feet. And then keep those feet hip width distance. Put the hands to shins, halfway lift. Breathe in. Climb your hands to your hip creases and stand up with a long spine. Arms go high for a morning stretch on your feet. Breathe in. Interlock the hands behind the head. Keep the elbows wide. Deep breath in as you look up and back. And you start to feel your range of motion for kind of curving the spine. Keep your heart high. Stay here and breathe. Sweet in the body, sweet with the breath, sweet Saturday morning practice. Just be in the sweetness of it. And then come out of arching the spine, breathe in, keep the hands where they are, micro bend the legs, and fold, hinging at the hips with the long spine. That should be encouraged with the hands at the head. And go about halfway, and then long your spine even more, shoulder blades closer together. Breathe another inhale. And then exhale, fold all the way. Tap your fingers down on the ground. Take an inhale halfway up. Exhale, plant your paws and step to plank. And then notice that kind of desire to get out of maybe here or the discipline of plank or the strength of plank and just revel in it. Just be in it. Savor every moment. Deep breath in and out. Take an inhale. Press the balls of the feet and hands down. Downward dog. Exhale. Step your right foot to the right thumb. One inhale. Left knee down on an exhale. Inhale the arms up. Trace the fingers up and back. Arch that spine. Come forward out of it. Inhale. Tap the fingers down. Curl the back toes under. Straighten the back leg. Powerful lunge, arms back. Exhale. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Take your hands down on an inhale. Keep the strength of the legs. Right arm high on an exhale. Put your hand down. Breathe in. Sneak to plank. Pause, press down. Balls of the feet press down. Stay there. Deep inhale and exhale. One more inhale. Hips up and back. Down dog. Exhale. Step the left foot to the left thumb. Breathe in. And then right knee down. Exhale. Trace your fingers up and back. Lift your chest. Take an inhale and exhale. Oh, Bella. Come out of the arch, guys, and tap your fingers down. Breathe in. Curl your back toes under, straighten this back leg, and swim the arms back. So you're lengthening the arms. They're not lifting, they're dropping. They're not sloppy. They're energizing the heart forward. Put your hands down, breathe in, and then left hand up in a twist. Put your left hand down, and then step to plank pose, sneak in, belly in. Stay in it. One in breath. Hips up and back, down dog. Kick your right leg high, breathe in. Keep it up here. We're going to bend the right leg, stack the hip. Then straighten your right leg, turn your right hip in and down. Exhale, step through. Come into crescent lunge, breathe in. Wave the arms down and back. Runner's lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge, breathe in. Exhale, runner's lunge, down and back. One more time, inhale, crescent. Exhale, second warrior. Stay in second warrior for yourself. Maybe pick up the heel and go deeper into the lunge. Put the heel down, pick up the arms, straight front leg, breathe in. Heel toe the back foot in and go into triangle. We've been here so many times before over the last few days. You can use your block underneath. If you want to work a little differently with it, just try not to drop the energy down. Come up into a T, breathe in. Turn your right toes in. Fold with wide wings. Go halfway, long spine, shoulder blades closer together. Pause. Stay in the halfway. Use the fingertips reaching wide to stay up through the spine long. And then tap down slow and steady. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And come halfway up, take an inhale. And just walk to the left. Take a breath in here. Bend your front leg, breath out. Arms up, crescent lunge, breathe in. And you're on the other side, arms down and back, runner's lunge, breathe out. Come up and through, inhale. Exhale, down and back. One more time, breathe in. Turn this into warrior two for your other side. As you get into your warrior two, do you pick up your left heel and check that out? Breathe in and out. Put your left heel down. Swim your arms up, left leg straight. Breathe in. And then from here, triangle pose. Breathe out. Climb a little bit up through your left fingertips and then rotate your right rib cage up and back and ground through the inner right mound of your foot. Ground through the inner left mound of your foot. 2, 1. Come up, T arms, straight legs, breathe in. Interlock behind, turn your left toes in, squeeze the heels of the hands, open the chest body, and then fold. Try the halfway. Breathe in at halfway. Sigh and fold. One more moment here to savor. Interlocked hands to the lower spine. Breathe in to come halfway up. And this time, bend your left leg, flip your right toes up. A little add on to our Modo here. Come back to center. Breathe in. Bend your right leg, flip your left toes up. Come back to center. Breathe in. Heel toe a little closer together, but about still hip width distance. Turn your heels in and toes out. Breathe in as you halfway lift, and then sit into a Malasana squat. Ooh. And maybe you don't go quite as deep into flexibility. You stay a little high and squeeze your upper inner thighs. Get into the muscle component of you in this shape for 3, 2. Ground your heels, stand up. Breathe in. Ooh, turn your toes in and arms down. Breathe out. Stand here for 1 beat of breath in. Sigh it out. Bring your feet closer together here. Take an inhale. And in the middle of your mat, turn to what was the front of your mat. Exhale. Bring your arms up, left knee high. Breathe in. Swim right into Patan Vrikshasana, topple tree. Come up again, inhale, swing up, left knee high, breathe in. Swing back. 1 more of these, guys. 1 up through the left knee, breathe in. Exhale, swing back. Turn your left big toe in and down to turn your left hip in and down and stay. And come up out of it. Take a pause here as the left knee squeezes up. Arms high, breathe in. One last thing, cross the left ankle over the right thigh and sit down into chair with arms high. Step down, stand up, breathe in, reach. Exhale, hands to heart. Take your arms high, right knee high, breathe in. Swim back like a teeter-totter, topple tree, breathe out. Swim forward, pick up the knee into the chest, breathe in. Out the nose, swim back. We're doing 1 more of these. Move as slow or as playfully as you need to. And stay put. Find the balance of being here. The play that brought you here. Turn your right hip in and down. For 3. For 2. Come up on an inhale. Squeeze the knee into the chest. Stay. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Sit down. Figure number 4. You'll feel the lower you sit, the more bang for your buck you get. Breathe in and out. Stand up, right knee high, breathe in. Step down, and then hands to heart. One inhale here, one exhale to let these arms go. Stand tall. Take your left hand out like a waiter. Scoop the left foot up from the inside behind you. Kiss your knees in towards one another. So left knee down, right arm high. And then kick through the left knee, up and back. And maybe there's a peekaboo of your left big toe over your head, or imagine that space to get into depth for 3. And come back. Step down. Take your arms down, stand up. Right hand out like a waiter to the side of you. Scoop up your foot from the inside. Left arm high, right knee in and down to kiss the left knee. And then you turn on your kick. Keep your left arm high. And keep breathing in and out through the nose here. Take one more breath, maybe 2. And when you come out slow, you come up slow so that your knees eventually meet. You take a step into grounding, hands to heart maybe at first, and then arms down to stand up for yourself. And take one more breath in. Arms high, inhale. Exhale, bow down to hug the ribs in, forward fold. Arda Uttanasana to breathe in. Plant your palms. They go to the top of the mat, feet at the back of the mat. Plank pose, breathe in. Breathe out. A little play in plank. Wide your hands, wide your feet. Breathe in. Left shoulder gets a tap with right hand. Breathe out, down. Inhale, right hand or right shoulder gets a tap with left hand. Breathe out, step down. Inhale, switch. Exhale, down. Inhale, switch. Exhale, down. Inhale, switch. Exhale, down. Inhale, switch. Exhale, down. 2 more, one each side. Switch, down. Switch, down. Breathe in plank. Down dog stretch. Let's work some principles here. The back bends, the dancer's pose, the strong planks. Inhale, strong plank. Breathe in. Exhale, chaturanga, strong arms. Upward dog, a little bit like dancer's pose here. Look forward. Downward face dog, exhale. 2 more. Maybe you modify. Plank, breathe in. Maybe the modification is knees down, shoelaces down, chaturanga, halfway or all the way. Upward dog, shoelaces are down and thighs up. Or baby cobra, you can roll over the toes, down dog. One more time, or you hold down dog. Take 2 big steps to the top, getting off of the balls of the feet. Forward fold. Swim your arms up parallel with the ground. Chair pose, sit down. Stand up on an inhale. Sit down on your exhale. Your arms can be straight ahead or up. 2 more. One more. Sit even lower. And then this time, if your arms are high, bring them like mine parallel to the floor. And then practice sitting down real slow until you can kind of imagine kissing bum to heels, reaching your arms forward. Boat pose. Option 2-piece fingers to big toes. I got to get wide in my knees to get that. And then as I kick out, I use the kick to stabilize the balance here on the peak of my sit bones, long spine. You can go wide and play. You might fall back. It's all allowed as you explore. Boat pose, breathe in. Exhale here. Arda Navasana, half boat pose, breathe in. Exhale up. One more Arda Navasana. And then lie down. Go into a wide, baked out Shavasana. And just a little bit of a pause here. In between the standing to the floor series in this Modo practice. So it's okay to let go almost like it's that last Shavasana, and it could very well be if you need to be here. Bring your right knee in, interlock, pull. Bring your left knee into a bend, left foot on the ground, cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Figure 4 again. Bring your left knee close to the chest without using your hands at first. And then interlock at your left hamstring. If you're really open, your left shin. Everybody flex up this right foot. Three whole breaths here. Grounding your lower back body even though you pull that left leg in. Hey, now put the left foot onto the ground as you release. Keep figure number 4. Cactus or tee out your arms. And then wave both legs to the left so the right foot touches flat to the ground somewhere. Option to take your left, or this is a nice little add-on. If you have a block, you take a block in your left hand and you push it up against this inner right knee area to get more. Keep your gaze at least center straight up, or you roll your head to the right. And let it go. Come out of the sweetness of that. You're going to push through your outer left ankle, probably palms down, and get your legs back up. Right leg long. Left knee up. Interlock and pull in, guys. Bend the right leg here. Right sole of the foot onto the mat. Cross the left ankle over the right. Without involving your hands. Look, no hands. Right knee in. Interlock at the right hamstring. Only when you get that knee in as close as you can. Flex up the left foot. And as you pull in and you experience stretch, it's not at the expense of grounding the whole back body down. Lower back body, upper, maybe even tucking in the chin, long neck. Put the right foot down, keep figure number 4. Yeah. And then as you tee out your arms or cactus, rock both legs to the right until your left foot is flat to the floor. And it may be the case that you want to use a block or your right hand to the inside of that left knee and a little kind of push out to get more here. Enjoy the space of just being here and nowhere else. For yourself, one more breath in and out. As you release hand or block, put palms down flat onto the ground to help you press the legs back up and then uncross. And then interlock the hands behind the head and pick up the legs, the bottom half of your legs, calves, shins parallel to the floor in a 90-degree bend of the legs. You can crunch up on your exhales. You can bicycle. You can hands on your thighs, press your thighs away, thighs press hands away. I'm going to give it to you to drive the car on your abs. About the equivalent of 5 more breaths. As you're ready, put your head down. If she's up, put your feet down. If you have a block, put it in between your inner thighs closer to your groin. Walk your feet, heels close to your fingertips with your arms long by your side body. Press down into the palms and lift up through the hips. Almost like you want to stretch out the belly of where we just were in those crunches, bicycles, whatever you did for your abs. And hey, if you skipped it, I just want you to know that I've done that before. On some days, it feels excellent. On others, I know I could have maybe did a little bit more, but what the hell? Deep breath in. Deep sigh out. Come down. If you've got block in between your thighs, put it on your belly for a beat, rest up, knees inward, feet wider to knock the knee in. Hang out there. Second set of bridge. Maybe you go a little higher. If you're going to do wheel instead, I encourage you to use the block. If you're going to stick with bridge, maybe you variation that bridge. Press into the palms, feet. Everybody lift to bridge first. So there you go with bridge, hips up. If you're going to wheel, you step the hands to the ears, fingers looking towards the heels. It's not for me just yet with rotator cuff stuff. But if you're doing bridge and you want a variation, maybe heels high. Maybe you hold on to the outsides of your mat here and ground down through your upper back. You could kick one leg up, straight up, flex that foot if you kicked up. You could step that foot down, one step down, and then kick the other leg up and flex that foot if you're up. And breathe in and out. And then you'd step that foot down calmly with your hips up still. Breathe in. And then everybody would just come down. If you're on to wheel, you're coming to the tops of your shoulders first. Ground your head safely. Come out of it. Take the knees looking up here, palms face down. Breathe in, knees looking up. Exhale, wave to the left. Inhale, center. Wave to the right, like window shield wiper waves. Yeah. One each side more. Center, breathe in. Wave to the left. Center in. Wave to the right. Come back to center, breathe in. Hug the knees, both of them in, long spine, ground. Gonna rock forward and back. And maybe you're gonna step to plank. Or maybe if you're feeling fresh and fancy, you're gonna hop into chaturanga. I'm not sure what I'm doing just yet. I think I'm gonna step. Plant the hands, rolling forward, right? Plant the hands, plank. And then you can move through a flow. Down dog. Three breaths, guys, in downward face dog. 3 times of taking downward dog into your body fully. Because we've been flowing lots on the 30-day challengers. If you want to try variation here, you could kick your right leg high. Breathe in. You could keep that high to plank. Breathe out. You could inhale here. You could chaturanga, exhale. Then you put your shoelaces, both of them, down to up dog. Breathe in. Then you roll over your toes, down dog. You could kick your left leg high. Breathe in. Plank, exhale. Stay in plank. Inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Shoelaces down, up dog. Breathe in. Roll over your toes, down dog. You could go a little more fancy. Right leg high, inhale. This exhale, you move forward in chaturanga. Upward dog, breathe in. Down dog, exhale. Left leg high, breathe in. Forward and through, chaturanga. Up dog, breathe in. Down dog, exhale. One breath in here. And out. Walk your feet to the middle of the mat. Walk your hands to feet. You're in a forward fold. Yes, we are. Take an inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, hands to hips to stand up. Take a stand for yourself, arms down, breathe in and out. I'm going to go to camel pose from our feet. Little variation here. Chair pose, arms high. Breathe in. Exhale, lift the heels. Put the heels down, breathe in. Exhale, lift the heels. Bend the legs with the heels high and send your bum to heels. Take a breath in to put your knees down ahead of you. Stand up, breath out. Inhale, reach high. Interlock the hands, back of the head, open up. Come out of the arch that we already did on our feet, standing up with that back bend. Take your arms up. Sit your bum back on your heels. Pick up your knees. You're in your squat, balls of your feet. Breathe in. Sit, heels down, chair. One more time. Look forward. Inhale. Lift the heels. Bum to heels. Exhale. Put your knees down out ahead of you. Breathe in. Little knock down. Stand up. Breathe out. Interlock behind your head. Elbows semi-wide. Breathe in. Look up and back. Find the open space. You can stay right here. If you know you can grab a little more, you come out of the arch, one hand at a time to the lower back. You open up through the chest and maybe step the hands to heels. If your hands are at heels, they come to your lower back to support all our ways up out of the arch. Breathe in. Right hand to belly, left hand to heart as you stand on your knees. Breath out. Swim the arms up. We'll go out the way we came in. Inhale. Toes curled under, bum to heels. So there's a sit, toe squat. Lift the knees. Breathe in. Put the heels down, chair pose. Breathe out. Take an inhale. Fold, let it go. Exhale. Halfway up, breathe in. Step into your plank, exhale. Take an inhale at plank and then move forward and through chaturanga, up dog, shoelaces ground, down dog, exhale. Right knee to right elbow, one breath in. Exhale, pigeon, breath out. When you're walking into pigeon, guys, walk that left leg further back, settle both sets of hips. Figure out how it feels to stand tall through the heart, and then land it down. Might be an opportunity to completely lay back down into it even more. Might feel good to explore a little halfway up. You're going to start to climb up to proud pigeon. So get up there, palms ground. Try and do it in kind of one flow of breath. So your inhale picks up the back knee, back leg straight. And your exhale steps into chaturanga. Not only just plank, your upward face dog, look forward. And your down dog, roll over your toes. Left knee, left elbow, breathe in. Kiss, hug. Exhale, pigeon. Fitting into pigeon. Fitting in is different than doing pigeon. Fitting in suggests that we're looking for the fit that day and that we respect where we're at today in this moment. So even if a pose once looked a certain way, it's okay if it fits you differently. In fact, it's evidence that we're showing up to the present moment. Wherever you are in your fit in pigeon, start to come up to proud pigeon and plant your paws down. You're using your inhale to lift your back knee and straighten your back leg. And your exhale to smooth into chaturanga. And your up dog to plant your shoelaces and lift your thighs. Down dog, exhale. And take your knees down. Take yourself into child's pose for a beat. Breathe in. But use your hands pretty strong. Press the floor away. Breathe out. Come forward into tabletop. Inhale. Turn yourself around on your back body for our final Shavasana. For final Shavasana, do not skip out on final Shavasana. But if you wanted to add on something here, you could put the block underneath your shoulders, your blades, right? And you could have a little fish pose, open heart. If you're okay with your head hanging back. If you do this pose, you might want to just soles of the feet, Supta Baddha Konasana, knees wide. But if you do this pose, you have to get to flat back Shavasana before you can leave your mat for at least 10, I would argue 15 breaths. And we're just at the hour and we're going over for 2 minutes. 2 minutes start late, a little 2 minutes over. Hopefully you have it to spare on the Saturday. If you're adding this second last pose in that I'm in, this open heart here, you can take a few breaths as long as you know that you're going to have space for Shavasana. And when you're getting out of it, you're getting out safe. You're going to support your head out. And again, just make sure you lie flat. If you were working with the playlist today, it's the sounds of silence for this final Shavasana. So hopefully you can be with Shavasana for the whole of this song. Have a great, great day, guys. Namaste.